Hello guys and welcome to Kit and Caboodle, and as you can probably tell from the state of my face, this is going to be a makeup video. It could have been skincare, but it's makeup. I received something today that I've been very excited about and I thought I would show you. Right, I have been complaining for years that I cannot find a good foundation for me. I'm very pale, but my complexion is very ruddy, as you can see. The rest of my skin tone is so pale it's ridiculous. So I found a company called Makiage, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and you answer a lot of questions, well, not a lot of questions, maybe about 8, and they match you to your own specific foundation. I matched to shade number 20. The range is called Woke Up Like This, and I ordered it, and also the matching shade in a concealer, which I don't really have a good one of at all, and that is brand name F Me, I'm Flawless. Well, obviously not. So let me show you. So came today. Oh, just let me add, this would need to be decent because this foundation was 36 quid and the concealer was 24. That is ridiculous. I'm aware that's ridiculous. I've never ever spent this amount of money on makeup. This was money I had left over in my tattoo fund. Obviously I haven't had a tattoo for a long time. It's money that I got for Christmas last year and I used the last of my tattoo fund on this. So it comes in a little box, Il Makiage New York. Nice little box. Untraditional, uncompromising, undeniably extra. I'm not used to getting things in nice packaging like this, so it comes with a little card, and there you can see, and lots of little tissue paper. Apply 2 pumps to your entire face, jaw and neckline. Blend with a brush or sponge, not by hand. Wait 5 minutes for the foundation to set before checking the shade. Don't match to your neck or wrist, they're a different tone to your face. Finish your face with concealer, blush. Finish with concealer. I thought you put concealer on before foundation. That's how much I know, people. So you obviously put this on first and then your concealer. Wear for a full week to determine if it's perfect for you. I don't know why you would need a full week. So there's this little card and then loads of this pretty black tissue. And then this is the size of the concealer that we need this massive box for. And this is the concealer. Did I say concealer first? Foundation. On the bottom of the box, there it says, we've spent years perfecting our formulas with uncompromising attention to detail. We're confident you'll be as obsessed with this foundation as we are. Not in love? Returns and exchanges are always free. So, and believe me, I am one of those people that if this isn't right and if this doesn't do what it says on the tin, I will be sending it back. So, I'll just switch off while I put some primer on. And then I'll start again and we'll put this on the old visage and see how it goes. Primer's on. I used, if you want to know, the Body Shop Mattifying Insta Blur Primer with vitamin E. This is supposed to stop your face from looking so like shiny. Leaves face looking smoother, helps keep face shine free all day, helps makeup last longer. So I've just put that on. I have unwrapped the foundation from its little plastic holder, and there we go, that's the bottle. It's glass, so Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation, and there you can see for reference I'm shade 20. So let's see, I don't know whether it says I can use a brush or a blender. I'm going to use a blender. I was thinking, I haven't washed this blender since I used another type of foundation, so hopefully that won't. Should I zoom in a bit so that you can see what's going on? Right, I've zoomed in a bit. Not happy. There we go, I've zoomed in a bit. So let's have a couple of, let's do this gradually, shall we say. Why when you pump, right, here we go. When you pump these things, they never come out, do they? So I'm going to have my little mirror. Oh, this is very runny. I very much doubt I'm supposed to have put that on. I probably should have patted it all over first. Let's see how far this stuff spreads. It smells a bit like paint. It definitely does not have a pleasant smell, it has to be said. Now you have to try and think of things to talk about while doing this. This is quite lightweight. One of the questions it asked in the quiz, do you want light coverage or medium coverage or full coverage? I went full because my skin leaves an awful lot to be desired. I don't know what I'm thinking so far. It's a lot lighter weight than a lot of other stuff I'm used to using. But I don't feel it's covering an awful lot, it has to be said. Maybe you have to layer it up. I don't know. So I can still see all that discoloration on my cheeks there. So as it did say, leave for 5 minutes, didn't it? Not that I think it's going to miraculously cover in 5 minutes. What it's not covering now. I think that was for colour match. Leave for 5 minutes. It does smell like paint thinners, folks, or not paint thinners, like a really... It's in my hair. See all you blonde people, I envy you. None of this stuff shows up as much as it does with us dark haired people. I'm not thinking that's made an awful difference. Turn that down so it's more. I'm going to put some more on and I'll come back and see if it's any better. Right, put a bit more on. I've been and put the bin out and stuff. It maybe hasn't been 5 minutes, but I'm feeling it's quite a bit darker than my neck. Maybe I'm being unfair. So let me... I really hate doing this. So close up, it's... Oh! So I'm going to now try the concealer. You can see the brand name, like, can you see it with a shine? F me, I'm flawless. Perfecting Concealer in shade 2.5. Right, let's have a go at this and see what happens. The only under eye concealer I ever found that I in any way liked was, it's called Tarte Tape or something. Can't remember. This looks too dark for my face. It really does. I've got hair there. I've got an eyelash. Right, so I wonder am I supposed to do this with the thing as well? I usually just use my ring finger. I should have really done one and left one to see if there was much of a difference, shouldn't I? Now I'm looking at my cheeks, look at the redness. Surely, you shouldn't, people are probably saying, Lisa, don't put any more on. Surely, if I'm paying 34 quid for a... that eyelash is really annoying me, it's right in there. If I'm paying 36 quid for a foundation, I don't expect to have red cheeks after applying it. It'll be interesting to hear you folks' opinion on this. Maybe I'm being too harsh. So honest opinion please, folks. Does this match my... Is it the right shade for me? Has the foundation... Oh, look at... When I say full coverage, I really want more coverage than what I feel I've got. I still feel my dark circles are evident. Maybe I want bloody miracles, maybe that's the problem. Okay, so I'll put a little bit more on. Pack more on, Lisa. I will say it's very lightweight. I wonder if I touch my face, will it come off? A lot of one of the foundations I've been using lately is, pardon the box, is this one. Fiera. Coverage Foundation Naturally Flawless Oil Controlling Lightweight Veil, and I will say this seems to sit on top of grease. It makes your face shiny after a short... The coverage is amazing. If you have dry skin, that Fairy foundation just, it's awesome. The coverage is just brilliant. This one is a much more lightweight feel, but I don't feel the coverage is quite as good. But the main thing about it is, and the thing that I always have a problem with foundations, is the longevity and how it's going to sit on my skin. At the minute, this seems to be sitting quite nicely. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and we'll be back and see how it looks. I'm not going to subject you to sitting through all that, so I should be back presently. Okay, I'm back. I'm warming to it a bit. It's a bit darker than the most sort of foundations I wear, but I suppose it adds a little bit of colour to my face. I'll be interested to know what you guys think. Tell me below. Two things I just wanted to say before I ended. I spoke about this in another vlog, but I never showed you it. Hopefully you're picking that up. It's like the silvery sparkle sort of like eyeshadow I told you about. This is from my eco shop, the one I bought the brushes from. Vegan mineral eyeshadow sparkle. I want to kind of show you. It's so soft. I obviously can't show you that. But it's got a, I don't want to tip it all out. Show you the consistency of that there, can you see? So it's like really soft, and you sort of like can dab it over the top of a, I've got it just like in the corners or like on the main lid part just a little bit. It's so soft and it adds like a little sparkle, which is quite nice. And the other thing is Body Shop lip butter, which I'm wearing at the moment. This is a matte lip liquid in Tuscany Lily. I usually go for like bright reds and burgundies and things. I'm very much a fan of the bold sort of like eye makeup look. I wanted something that was still there. It wasn't like almost invisible, but it was more subtle, which is probably more of like most people's taste, not quite so bold as I would tend to use. So this, honestly, I wore this a few days ago and it stayed put all day, and that is unheard of. Everything, maybe because it's such a subtle colour, it's not as noticeable coming off as the dark reds are and the deep reds, but this has some serious staying power. So if that's a problem for you, Body Shop matte lip liquid, give it a go, because I do highly recommend that one. So yeah, that is the Il Makiage foundation and concealer, supposedly matched to my specific needs and skin tone. I will actually try and come back later and tell you how it's lasted. It is now 2:15 in the afternoon. We'll come back after tea time and see how it's staying put. Thanks for watching. It's several hours later.
Just give us your reaction to that announcement today.
Jordan, it stayed on okay.
It's going to be a disaster for the industry.
A bit shiny, but that's just starting a new skincare thing, I think. I've had my tea, I've had hot coffee, I've eaten. Lipstick's still there. Not 100% clearly, but it's still there. So yeah, I'm happy enough with it at the minute. We shall see after a couple more wears, but yeah, quite happy at the minute. I don't think it's like just the most amazing thing I've ever tried in my life or anything, but yeah, not too bad.